What's going on, peeps? My name is Simon, and you're watching Soundwave TV, transforming your video experience. It's been a while since I've done a video. We're about a week into the new year. Got to clear out some business from the old year first. Got to clear out some backlog here. Just going over some things that happened to me and some things that I observed over the year 2013. It was definitely a wild one. 13. Cookout is my new favorite spot. They just opened up a cookout restaurant. It's kind of a local, regional slash mom and pop chain. They just opened up one in Augusta for burgers, shakes, definitely less greasy than other fast food establishments. Trying to fall back from fast food, but when I do, Cookout is that spot. Shakes are off the hook. 12. Some idiot crashed into my apartment. Another reason why I ain't done a video in a while. Some idiot trying to get away from the cops. Was on a high-speed chase. Like a Geo Metro or a Hyundai or something. Something you don't do a high-speed chase in. Forgot it was a straightaway. Trying to go into the park. Crashed into our house. Luckily, Dad was in another room and I was gone. But it's just, our living room was wrecked. And I had this Winnie the Pooh honey tree that I had kept. It was like a coat rack, with Pooh and Tigger on it. And I wanted to keep it, like a keepsake for my kids. God willing if I ever have kids one day. But it's gone now. And the whole front of the house is like wrecked. But they rebuilt it, so hopefully we're in another apartment now. So hopefully just get back across the street and take care of that. Number 11, started a new night job. It pays better than my previous gig. I had been doing radio. I was a board operator for a couple of years. Not crazy about groundskeeping, cleaning at nighttime, but it's consistent. It's a steady check. It's just, I'm just groggy all the time. It's just like third shift. There's always a position open for third shift, but it's like, it's draining me. But, work it out. Keep it rolling. 10. Favorite songs from the past year, least favorite videos, were Tap Out from Rich Gang, Young Money, and A Happy by Pharrell. It was on the Despicable Me 2 soundtrack, and it's a 24-hour joint. Like, they filmed people for 24 hours doing the verses from the song, but it's only like a 4-minute block to get some rotation on TV. But I want to check out like the whole, it's like 24 hours of happy.com. I'm going to check it out. I want to see how they film it. Exactly. Kind of like a film geek, like seeing how things are set up and shot and all that good stuff. Number 9, favorite movies from the past year. At least on the sci-fi end, Star Trek and Thor. Did not think Star Trek would have been all that. Turned out to be the bomb. And Zachary Quinto did his thing as Spock. I saw the first one. It's like, I don't know if they'll be able to do it again. After they got lucky with the first one, but the second one was even better. This year's sequels actually got better. Thor 2. Best Man 2. Sequels got better this year. And that was my other favorite movie, Thor, The Dark World. They had a little twisty ending there. My only beef with Thor is that it's too science fiction-y. Like, I know a little bit about Norse mythology, and I know about elves. I don't remember any of them having spaceships or laser guns. Like, they're trying to make Asgard like Neo-Krypton or something. And it's like, Asgard's supposed to be like Magic Viking Land, not Alien Planet World. I don't know. But going to 8 movies, black movies did pretty well this year. They're like the best year for black movies like a long time. Like movies that actually people went to support and the critics were good and people actually like had good stuff to say about it. Temptation, 42, The Butler, Fruitvale Station, Best Man Holiday. That's all the Tyler Perry effect. Love or hate Tyler Perry, he created a fan base and made it, I think, economically viable to do, black themed movies. At least movies with majority black casts. That's better. Number 7, twerking. Oh God. The mainstream found out what the urban term for rump shaking is and went crazy. Piers Morgan led off every show with Miley Cyrus and doing her rump shaking. It's like when old British news guys are talking about twerking, it's kind of a done deal. I'm trying to think here. And you know what I feel bad for? I feel bad for Yin Yang Twins and the twerk team because they're the ones that kind of popularized it. Yin Yang Twins coined the term twerking, and then the twerk team, all these chicks out here rump shaking for free, they actually got organized and made coins off of it, and now they kind of got lost in the shuffle. And can I just, for everybody that's on Instagram and Twitter doing twerk videos, you need one of two things. You need rhythm or booty. Preferably both, but one of the two. Number 6, Caucasian. So it was a good year, if you were Sally, for white artists who were doing urban style music, black style music. You had a good year last year. Justin Timberlake, Robin Thicke, Macklemore. People like Justin Timberlake because he crushed it at the VMAs, but I didn't realize how the music game is a popularity contest. We completely forget about the fact he derailed, if not destroyed, Janet Jackson's career. But we didn't care. We watched that whole deal. But Macklemore, he's an interesting guy. I don't know how long he's going to last. He's a dude out of Seattle. He does everything we say we wanted from the rappers, but he caught so much shade. People were so salty because he was sweeping all the award shows. Everybody talking about Gucci, Louis, and Versace. He talks about going to the thrift shop with a $20 bill, and they didn't like it. Everybody talks about how rappers are homophobic and super macho. He shows his vulnerable side with same love. Talks about, he's cool with gays or whatever, and they hated on him for it. So it'll be interesting to see how he progresses. Number 6. Number 6. Number 5. Miley. Miley took over the world, especially with the VMAs, and the look of disgust and horror on the Smith family, Will, Jada, Jaden, and Willow. I got more emotion from Jaden during the VMAs than I got from the whole time he was in After Earth. But she took over the globe, You can question her methods, but you can't question the results. I just don't know if this whole Yoshi Montana need to chill. She need to keep her tongue in her mouth and realize that being super freaky is not what got you your coins. Being, not necessarily go back to Disney Channel, but Fly on the Wall, Party in the USA, The Climb, those songs were good. And they got you kind of on top. So you might need to fall back. At least I would do. Number 4. Who took a bigger L? New York took a loss last year. I don't know. New York rappers. Kendrick called you out. Everybody been hanging off his scrotum. He needs an ice pack for his groin because he crushed everything with a verse. And everybody went to Twitter instead of putting out songs. He said he the king of New York and ain't nobody nothing to say. Trinidad James is calling out the New York rappers. And you know what? Everybody got mad at him, but he ain't lying. He didn't lie at all. Name me 5 relevant New York rappers. And I'll go ahead and spot you A$AP Rocky and Nicki Minaj. New York sports teams took an L too. Knicks, garbage. Jets, garbage. Giants, garbage. Yankees didn't even make the playoffs. And their rival, the Red Sox, won the World Series. Yeah, think about that one. Number 3. The POTUS, took an L. Everything that could go wrong, did go wrong. Snowden, government shutdown, Healthcare.gov not working. It's just like, I hope he can get it together, man. Because, his legacy, I think he's already submitted his legacy. But if he wants things to run smooth for the Democrats, he's going to have to step up and learn how to work with Congress. Get everybody in the room. Hey, look, this is what needs to happen. Beyonce, in at number 2. She overshadowed the Super Bowl. We didn't think about the Harbaugh brothers, the chances of 2 people from the same household coaching against each other in a Super Bowl, let alone even being in the NFL. We just thought about Beyonce. Never mind Ray Lewis. It was his last game. He won. No, we just wanted to look at Beyonce. And she did a good job at the halftime show. She did all right for herself. And she also put out a surprise album. That is a super sneak spy move. Like James Bond would be proud. That is an ultra ninja move. Like Naruto and Sasuke would be proud. But again, the music game is a popularity contest because they didn't hear a song. They didn't hear a note. She could have been singing the Captain Planet song. She could have been singing Pokemon. I want to be the very best, like no one ever was. And people just went out and bought the album. Popularity contest. Number 1 thing from last year, Trayvon Martin, and the Zimmerman trial. And I just feel that the state of Florida failed the Martin family on so many levels, from not prepping witnesses to not putting evidence in properly. And it's just, regardless of what you think of what happened, if George Zimmerman just uses common sense and stays in his vehicle, we don't have a dead kid. And that's really all you say about that. Well, those are the 13 things that I noticed from last year, a little bit from my life, a little bit from pop culture, in no particular order, just however I just felt I just wrote them down at random. Anyway, leave in the comments down below what was your favorite thing that happened from last year, either personally or out in the pop culture ether. And rate, comment, and subscribe if you feel so inclined. Until next time, this is Soundwave signing off. Peace.